State's MSTEP scores are in, and the results are dismal, with students only slightly improving on the standardized test. Still, more than half of Michigan students are not considered proficient in most subjects. Susan L. Corey asked the ISD what's being done to make sure students are learning what they need to.
Low scores on a test that sets high expectations.
We're concerned about the success of all of our kids in all of our districts.
The latest MSTEP results show many Michigan students are struggling, with at least half not meeting proficiency standards in math, English, science, and social studies. Lansing students scored even lower than the state average, with upwards of 90% of students in each grade level scoring not proficient or partially proficient in most subjects. Results the Ingham ISD says can't be ignored.
As of today, we will start analyzing that data, reaching out to local school districts, their superintendents, their special ed directors, their curriculum directors, building principals, and begin that work of trying to improve student outcomes.
I asked Lansing superintendent and the school board about the scores. Both told me they had no comment and needed time to review the data.
I have no plans to change the standards. These are rigorous career and college ready standards.
The news wasn't all bad, with several grades showing slight improvement in some subjects.
We need to continue to focus on celebrating success, but also being honest about where we have to work harder and recognizing that all children learn in their own ways. And so using these tests as one piece of the puzzle to help teachers and schools provide the services that students need is important.
And in Ingham, they're not wasting any time figuring out what changes need to be made.
We are moving the needle. That's a positive sign, but there's much work that's yet to be done.
In Ingham County, Susan L. Corey, Fox 47 News.
The Ingham ISD does its own standardized test in each member school 3 times a year. It's based on national proficiency standards and shows more than half of students are meeting them. But the district says it is going to use these MSTEP scores to make changes.
We would drill down at grade level in every district to help them. For students that are getting farther behind, we really put them in a second tier of instructional support.
Students have another MSTEP coming up next spring, but the state says there could be changes to the test in future years, even though they have not announced anything yet.